New tonight, despite this huge increase of COVID-19 cases, National Guard members will gather at military bases across Arkansas to start training this summer. Thousands expected to start their training at Fort Chaffee next month, which is raising concern not only with Guard members, but also with their families. Many members will be in close contact with each other. The Arkansas National Guard speaking out on the issue, saying it has plans in place to keep a coronavirus outbreak at bay. National Guard members will not be sleeping in barracks. Instead, they'll be camping outside. National Guard also sharing its safety plans with state leaders.
They did submit their public health plans to us. I reviewed those, and they've taken extraordinary measures. They do have the PPE.
They will be grouped into groups of 30 to 50, depending on the size of their organization. And they're going to stay with that group, a bubble, if you will. And they're going to stay in a geographic bubble throughout the annual training.
Now, this safety plan was tested earlier this year when 579 Guard members were on a civil disturbance mission in Arkansas and in close proximity with each other. After 10 days, each one was tested for COVID-19. One test came back positive, asymptomatic.